What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is day 2 of putting the Talon back together. I'm already started, so I'm gonna show you what I'm doing right now. So I know I mentioned in a previous video, a couple previous videos probably, that I was going to be studying my valve cover because all the bolts were stripped. So I've already got this started. You can see studs right there. So I have all the outside ones done, and now I'm just doing the inside ones. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I'm doing it. I'm using 2 nuts. You just tighten them together and then you can thread this down in. So here's how things are looking right now. This one's just a hair short, but I think when I tighten it all down, it'll be fine. Ones in here are looking good. I've already tightened all the back ones. Those all look good. I just have to do this one, and then that'll be able to go on. And I think it's gonna look really nice. I'm kind of just working, and I haven't really been filming a whole lot because I'm just trying to figure everything out and make sure I get everything. But I'm gonna update you on where I am. So I have my intake manifold back on. I've got my coil pack mounted where I guess I'm gonna put it, and then I have all my spark plug wires ran. I've got my injector clips. My injector clips come up in between here. Got all 4 of those. I've got my vacuum lines. We got one right here going to the map sensor. Got one to the fuel pressure regulator. I have one to the boost gauge that I'm still gonna hook up, and then one to the brake booster, which is right here, and I still gotta tighten that one. So that's all going good. My coil packs are right here. I don't really like where they're mounted. They're kind of just zip tied in place. At some point I'm gonna need to do something about that, but as of right now, I'm just gonna leave it. I just have some things to clean up down there. But yeah, so far everything's going pretty decent. I got the serpentine belt on last night. I put the T-case on last night. I got the downpipe kind of on, but I have to go back and tighten all the bolts for it yet. I'm gonna keep working on routing all my vacuum lines. So I have ECM Link's boost controller right here. So this is a vacuum line, then it comes out here. So basically what happens is you have your wastegate right over there. So this vacuum line runs here and then comes out the other side. And actually it's going backwards, but it comes off the turbo right there. There's a vacuum fitting that I have to put in. And then it goes to the boost controller and then goes to the wastegate, so it'll regulate boost that way. And then there's one more vacuum line right here. This one's going to the boost gauge if I haven't already said that. Besides that, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Gonna go ahead and tighten up the intake manifold, finish up some of those vacuum lines, put the fuel rail on, and we'll just keep on moving. Alright guys, a few more updates. We have the downpipe on. I have one of the axles in and bolted in, the one with the half shaft that needs the 2 bolts that go into the block. That's all in. I got the intake manifold completely set up. I'm starting to work on some of the wiring right now. I actually just went and checked on my rear alignment. So I put those adjustable rear control arms in, and it made my toe really out of whack. So I PB blasted my toe adjustment bolts like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and they are loose. I was able to adjust the toe, which I think is crazy because most cars, especially this age, you're not gonna be able to adjust the toe. Those bolts are gonna be frozen, but I was able to do it. I got the toe pretty much where I want it. I am gonna get the car aligned professionally, but be able to at least drive it and have it, you know, not be going crazy. So that's awesome. I am going to just keep working. Maybe we'll be able to start it tonight. I don't know, we'll see. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we got even farther. I got the transmission full. I'm working on the oil drain right now. The alternator's all hooked up. I bled all the brakes, so those are working awesome. I've already put both axles in. Those are torqued. I'll be filling the T-case next. I'm using Redline. It's 1 quart of MT90, 1 quart of MTL, and then a 1/3 quart of MT90, and you only use half of it, and the other half is gonna go in the torque converter. So that's my little concoction. That's what a lot of people use, and I usually have good luck with it, except for when I cracked off the 4th gear teeth. Yeah, so things are going good. I'm just gonna keep moving along, so we'll see you guys in just a little bit. More updates. Filling the T-case right now. Instead of using MT90 like I said I was going to, I'm actually using lightweight shockproof, also by Redline. This is recommended by Jax for T-cases and also the rear diff, so I'm also going to put this in the rear diff, but I'm not going to do that right now. My main focus is just getting the car running. So things are going pretty well here. I'm definitely moving along. I got the shifter cables in. Things are going really good. I'm going to, since I haven't really shown you guys a whole lot, I took a video when I got my center diff in from Jax Transmissions, so I want to show you guys that video, so I'm going to roll that right now. So I just got my new 4-spider center diff in the mail from Jax Transmissions. I already opened it, but this is how it comes, packaged really nicely. Once you open it, it has some styrofoam on here on the top, so it doesn't look like this normally, but I already took it out. So here's the new diff. Now this was a brand new housing from Mitsubishi, but it comes with the bearings and they have their little seal so they can tell if it's been tampered with. This one has the 4-spider conversion instead of the 2-spider, and then the other part of the bearing is down there. So yeah, super impressed with the packaging. Really excited to get this put in the car. So I don't remember if I showed it real well, but if you saw on the sides of the diff, like on the sides, there's kind of like welded chunks, I guess. That's actually like a scoop for oil, so as it's spinning, it's going around and scooping oil into the housing, and it's actually machined in order to better scoop the oil as well. I thought that was super cool. My old diff did not have that. I just really hope that this one will last a lot longer than my old one, and I honestly have no doubts about that. I'm gonna keep going on the car, pretty much have filling it with oil and doing all my intercooler piping, my radiator hoses, gotta fill it with water. I mean, there's really not that much left. I already have the rear end on the ground. I'll show you that right now. So yeah, the rear end's on the ground. The alignment is way, way, way better. Obviously it'll have to be adjusted a little bit more, but I know I've said it a few times, but I just cannot wait to drive this car. Here we go. I think everything's installed. I sure hope everything's installed. I have looked over everything a bunch of times. I've gone over everything in my head. I've got about a gallon of water in here right now. I'm probably gonna put another gallon in or so, but I think we're ready to turn the power on and give it a start. It's all full of oil. Fresh oil filter. This is a stressful part of building a car. A first start. So much can go wrong if you didn't do something right. I think it's gonna go okay. I think it's gonna go okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a little peek at some things and we'll try this again. Alright, well, nothing has moved. Everything is still looking good from what I can tell. And besides the fluids that are already there, there's no leaks. So I guess let's give it another try. I just remembered something. So first thing, holy crap, does that lightweight flywheel make a difference. Wow, it revs really fast. Like, that was crazy. You touch the throttle and it's like freaking going places. So the thing that I forgot is two things actually. Number one, on the S90 throttle body, there's a bis screw. I think I have that closed or open, I don't remember. I'm gonna check all of that and then I'll update you. Alright, so basically there's a bis screw on the S90 throttle body, and I had it pretty far open because it didn't really do anything when I had the fast idle air valve on there, but now I have the block off plate on, so it's a whole different ballgame. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing to idle. But so far so good. I did the timing right, it started, it runs, it sounds good. Just need that deep breath just to calm down a second. My heart is freaking racing. Let's try again. Looking good. Running pretty rich right now. The thing just doesn't really know what to do. Yeah, it can't even idle right now. And there's a really interesting sound coming from somewhere. Sounds like a air leak or something. Let's go take another peek. Alright, so I adjusted the bis screw out a little bit more. Let's try again. Finally got it. I finally got it. Idling pretty good. A little bit on the rich side, but it kind of, I don't know. It's alright. I'm shaking the whole building because that just fell down. So there's a weird sound. It sounds like something is leaking. Temp gauge is coming up pretty good. I have no idea how much fuel is in this car. Hey, look at that. It's kind of corrected itself. Yeah, it's just kind of all over the place. That's cool. Whoa. Dude, that flywheel is crazy. I literally just hardly touched the gas. This thing's been running for, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And so far it is just like perfect. I could not be happier. I really contemplated taking it for a drive today, but I think I'm going to save that for a couple days from now, which will be the next video for you guys. I'm sorry, I know you'll have to wait a little bit, but it runs. All the work that went into this thing. It's honestly just crazy that it's running right now. It runs. What a successful weekend. A really long weekend. Not an easy weekend. It was definitely hard, but successful. We got a lot done. Definitely still have some more to do in terms of getting it drivable and, you know, tuning and stuff. My dyno appointment is coming up here pretty soon. I'm on my way now to go pick up some food for Gabby and I, because I haven't eaten like all day. I literally had like something small for breakfast, and it's 7 o'clock now. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button, because we have a ton of new content coming your way. You guys aren't even ready for it. I'm so excited to bring you along on this journey with me, and I know that you're gonna love it. So hit the subscribe button. You're gonna wanna stay subscribed to this channel. Smash that like button, give me some love, because you guys, it's finally running again, and I know you guys are as happy as I am. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.